Wow, cool, amazing, welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how I did this Twiggy slash Edie Sedgwick 60s mod inspired look. I also use this for my Teenage Slumber cover because I made a song and I posted it on the internet and you can listen to it on SoundCloud. The link will be in the description. You're welcome. And wow, what just a smooth natural integration so I can plug other projects that I am working on because I can make a video about the look that I use for the cover and then also use my own instrumental as the background music and stuff. So yeah, this is just a 60s mod kind of classic deal with the bottom lashes and the cut crease and some liner. If you aren't me, maybe you would also have eyebrows. I don't know your length. There's just all sorts of options and yeah, let's get into it. So I'm starting off with foundation already applied and I'm going to jump straight into contouring, and I'm using the NYX blush in taupe, and I am just carving out some cheekbones, adding some contouring to the temple, forehead area, doing my jawline, the nose, just the usual. As always, I like to go back in with my powder brush just to buff everything together, make sure it's blending out how I want it to. Then I moved on to some blushes and I just swirled between a couple shades just to add some warmth and specifically some pink tones to the cheek just for that color, that youthful glow and stuff. So I kept those blushes in the contour areas just to warm up the contours of my face to bring some color, and I'm taking this other pink blush just to add more of a blush situation. So I'm using this to kind of bridge between the contour and where I'm now going to highlight. This is the NYX Illuminator in Ritualistic, and I'm just strongly hitting up my highlights because, who doesn't want a fully metallic cheek? I know that's what I'm consistently going for. So I'm actually now going to use a fluffy brush and I'm going to go back into that NYX blush in taupe, and I'm going to kind of use this as a transition shadow, I guess. So I am marking out where I want this crease to be, and I'm blending and pulling it up into the temple, so this way I get a shadow and a hint of this depth, but I'm not really going in with colors because I want that to be more graphic. So I'm just adding a hint and a starting point of where I'm gonna go next. So I'm just blending this into the crease, pulling it up, doing the stuff, winging it out as I always do, and just making sure it's blended to my liking. Now I'm just taking some translucent powder and I'm throwing this on all of the high points of the face. I'm using it mainly as fallout powder because I'm going to be using black eyeshadow and I don't want to have the fallout stick to my face. But I'm also going to throw it on all the highlights just to amp up those areas as it just sits and kind of cooks. I'm just kind of blocking out the lid with a light shadow, just a wash of color. It's matte, so it's just to kind of lighten it up to make the contrast between the skin tone and the black eyeliner pop more than it is. You could also use a white, it's up to you, it depends on what you're going for. I went for a just subtle highlighted area. This is a gel eyeliner pencil and I am just marking out this liner and roughly where this crease, this cut is gonna be to follow this kind of classic 60s shape. I winged it out a little bit. If you're going for more of a straight on Twiggy, sometimes it was more just of a rounded crease with no brows. I found that this worked better, trying to pull it out to take up as much space and pull the eyes out and open. And then I blended that out roughly with a little brush. Also at some point, I don't remember when, I put a white eyeliner in my waterline. Enjoy! Now I'm using a black matte eyeshadow and I am just blending over this crease, and I'm blending on top to darken it and deepen it, and I'm also blending outwards to make it a little bit more diffused, a little smoky-ish in this crease, but still staying somewhat precise. I don't want it to get super blended out. So yeah, I'm just, putting on black eyeshadow more and more until it gets to where I want it to be. I'm adding some more of that light eyeshadow to the lid just to, again, bump up that contrast between the black and the lid color. Also, this helps me clean up a little bit of what is underneath this cut crease. So it's still a little bit blended out, but it's not blending down as much as it's blending upwards, if that makes sense. Then I grabbed a black eyeliner and a brush, and I went over this wing to obviously darken it, deepen it, perfect it, clean up the shape, do all that stuff. I pulled it underneath the lash line a little bit, dragging from the wing, and I pulled the inner corner down into a point, bringing it to that real cat eye moment. So I did that on both eyes, and then I went a little bit into the kind of deepest part of this new cut crease, and I am just deepening the darkest cut of this crease. And I'm gonna blend it a little bit, but it's really just to make it kind of graphic and more pop. Like it's just supposed to pop because, you know, like pop art, and like it's 60s mod, and yeah. Now with just a little bit of that black eyeshadow on that brush still, I'm going and I'm roughly marking out where I want the bottom lash drama is gonna be. So I'm marking out spacing and how I want it. You could just paint them on with like eyeliner or the eyeshadow. That's how the classic look is. They're just painted on lower lashes. But I'm going in and I'm just marking them so I can then place on individual lashes later. So I'm gonna knock off all that fallout powder. I deepened up my mole that I already have on my face with that black eyeliner pencil. I threw on some lashes on the top. They are wispies. I'm like new to that situation, and like they're basically the best thing ever. And now I'm just taking some different sizes of some individual lash clusters with lash glue, and I'm placing them where I marked earlier. I have 3 different sizes, so I did 2 of each size. So it's 2 of the longest on the outside, medium to the middle, and then the 2 shortest are towards the center. And that's the lashes pulling in that 60s mod realness. Now I'm just going in with Doll Parts by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I wanted to go for a pink lip because I knew that I wanted to pull pink into the cover art that I was doing. You could do anything. I feel like a peachy, like nude lip would work really, really good with this, but like you can do whatever you want. I also took some of Drug Lord and I put this into the center to create a little bit of an ombre to lighten it up a little bit. So yeah. Also, for some reason, the texture of my lips was like a little bit weird in this look. Who knows? Whatever. It is what it is. And that's it, the finished look. I'm sure at some point I sprayed my face with setting spray, but you know, I didn't get that on camera, but it's not, it doesn't matter, whatever. So yeah, that's the look. Cool. Earrings. Hello. We come in peace. Subscribe for new videos every Monday. Social media grab in the description.
This video is sponsored by myself. Plug, 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 plug.